Sir. Good morning. All right. What's up? My name is Paul. I'm one of the co-owners and co-founders of Off the Clock. Today's the first day I'm going live on this page. I've been doing live videos for the last 153 days, I believe, on my personal stuff, but decided to move it over to the business because some of y'all need what we've been serving people with. Some of y'all need what we've been bringing to the people. So figured, hey, we might as well start to serve y'all on this side. And if you've been following along on my personal page, appreciate you. If you want to go and get 153 days worth of value, just Facebook friend me. You can go see it. You don't have to Facebook friend me. I think it's all public. You could just go look at it. But this morning, day 154, I want to talk about this concept. And I saw somebody talk about it on Instagram, but I figured, hey, I might as well bring it on because I had some thoughts of my own. And it's a question. Would you rather speed up the process or would you rather elongate the pain? Would you rather speed up the process or would you rather elongate the pain? So here's what it is. I'm noticing that, and first of all, I don't blame people for feeling this. Okay, I do not blame people for feeling this. And what I mean by this is I don't blame people for the level of distrust they may have in the process due to somebody else that they witnessed mess it up for other people. Therefore, I don't blame you. However, that being said, life is full of choices. So would you rather speed up the process or elongate the pain? So here's what it is. We do SEO, search engine optimization, for our people. And one of the things I first of all want you to be able to understand, if you don't know what SEO is, it's a search engine optimization, essentially making it easier for your people, your audience, to find the solution that you provide for their problem. That's what it is. If they go to Google and they look up whatever it is they're dealing with, we want you to show up. We want you to show up on page one because ain't nobody clicking on them ads anyway. So you might as well be the first solution that they find. In other words, when somebody Googles a problem, Google will then Google you. Okay, when somebody Googles their issue, Google will then Google your solution. And Google will be the middleman and it'll be the connecting plug. Anyway, so with that being said, would you rather speed up the process or elongate the pain? For a lot of people, they have a business. For a lot of businesses, they have a website. For a lot of websites, they're not getting organic traffic the way they want to. So then they believe their marketing strategy comes down to a couple of things. One, running ads, running paid ads, having to let another company be in control of who they can reach. Having to essentially be like, we're going to pay you to let us know how many of your people we could potentially serve, right? Or word of mouth, which is the oldest form of advertising. But you're essentially just like hoping that somebody tells somebody who tells somebody who tells somebody that you exist. Or you just kind of wait for it, right? It's just the old prayer, Lord, please give me. And a lot of us are praying for things that we only require structure for. Doesn't mean prayer doesn't work. Prayer works. But some of y'all just need structure. That's what you need, right? And so that's where I asked the question, would you rather speed up the process or elongate the pain? And we provide a couple of solutions for that, by the way. But let's go ahead and let me just kind of break down a quick story for y'all. First things first, I thought somebody was behind me. First things first, I need you to understand that everybody has the opportunity to grow their organic traffic, but if you don't take the opportunity to utilize the resource in front of you. So the story, the video I heard before I started this video, they were talking about for a lot of entrepreneurs, they have this mindset that unfortunately causes them to choose pain. Meaning they could be having an issue. They could be stuck. If you as a business owner, you could be stuck and you see somebody else that has a solution or they're teaching you. So you can either ask him or pay them to teach it to you. And instead of doing that, you're like, I would rather just continue doing what I'm doing, experience the pain and fail in misery versus ask somebody for help. A lot of people find themselves in that situation. A lot of people find themselves not willing to just ask the question. Here's the thing I've noticed over my career span as an entrepreneur over the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. It's the fact that if you ask, people are actually willing to do two things. One, help you out, or two, point you in the direction of somebody who can help you out. But because we built up this scenario that a lot of people don't want to help us. We've interviewed, if you've listened to our podcast, we've interviewed a lot of people. We've interviewed a wide range of people, and a lot of these people are busy. A lot of these people are making millions. We even had somebody making billions. Like, we've interviewed people who are doing it, but they still said yes. And so we've been able to build up this resiliency in being like, look, we're going to ask people, they might say no. We're going to ask people, they might say yes. We're going to ask some people, they might say maybe. We got to follow up with them. But we're not afraid to ask. And for so many of y'all, you are afraid to ask. And because you are afraid to ask, you're not getting what you want, what you desire, simply because you're too scared to ask. Do you want to speed up the process or elongate the pain? With SEO, you're speeding up the process. Now, SEO is not a quick turnaround concentration. It is a long-term game. But what SEO does for your business, what SEO does for your brand, what SEO does for your website is we're able to do a couple of things, right? Well, a lot of things. But essentially, we make it so that when somebody Googles your issue, so say I have, I don't know, shoulder pain, and I've been trying to figure out how to get rid of my shoulder pain because the first month I was like, it's not that deep. Then the second month I was like, it's kind of getting annoying. But now I keep getting this knot in the back of my shoulder and I need to see somebody because I am so uncomfortable. So what do? I go on Google and I type in how to get rid of shoulder pain. Well, guess what? If somebody has done their SEO, if somebody has put in the work, the first person on there is who Google will recommend to me, the person with shoulder pain. And when I click their stuff and I discover, oh my gosh, they're a physical therapy clinic, or they're a chiropractor, or they're whatever they are, and I go and I schedule and I get on their schedule and I serve them and I pay them to fix my problem. Well, guess what? It worked out in your favor because you did the work. But if you're too afraid to ask for help, which is why, by the way, we have a strategy call calendar. And it's free. Like, we don't ask anything of you, but we have a strategy call calendar because we understand a lot of people are scared to ask. A lot of people are not maybe ready to invest in SEO. A lot of people feel like maybe it's not going to work for them. So we provide that resource. So at least if you have a question, you can hit us up. You can hop for 15 minutes. We can help you with your strategy. We can just tell you what we believe you need to do. At least that will give you direction. If you feel as if there's somebody else, because we have people all the time that get on our calls and we're like, hey, oh, you want to do this? Well, we don't do that, but we know somebody who can do it. We can point you in the right direction, or we can serve you. Ultimately, and I say this from the bottom of my heart, I believe everybody deserves a fair chance. But if you're too afraid to ask, if you're too afraid to take the leap, if you're too afraid to invest in yourself, if you're too afraid to take the opportunity to actually get to that next step, you're going to be in the same spot that you were last year. When you look 365 days from today and you found yourself that you didn't ask a question and you didn't seek us out and you didn't seek somebody else out about SEO, you're going to be in the same spot 365 days from today that you are today. And unfortunately for many people, where they are today is where they were 365 days ago. There's no growth. And that breaks my heart. But you can ask. You can take the opportunity and you can ask. That's what I want to do. I just want to be able to serve you guys. We want to be able to serve you guys. But you have to answer the question. Do you want to speed up the process, or do you want to elongate the pain? If you know the answer to that question, the rest of your future is in front of you. Peace.